Episode 45 of Trying British Foods. I live in Manhattan and I discovered a shop that sells British food items that are not otherwise available in American stores. First up today, on the savory side of things, I have what will certainly be the most controversial item in this episode, which is I have these Tayto crisps. These are Worcester sauce flavored crisps. Few things. Now, I've had Tayto on the series before, but the reason they're controversial is because I'm aware that these are indeed Irish. That leads to a lot of back and forth in my comments over whether or not these qualify as British, since these are manufactured in Northern Ireland. I'll let you all settle that. Just be nice to each other, okay? These are sold in the shop, and I have nothing against Tayto the brand. The last ones I had were really, really good, so I'm going to try these. My question, though, with this is these are Worcester sauce flavored. Now, is Worcester sauce, is that just a moniker of Worcestershire sauce? Are those two the same thing, or is this like a slightly different entity? I'm actually not really sure about that. We do have Worcestershire sauce in the US, but I don't think we really have anything called Worcester sauce. I don't think so. So I'm not really sure about that distinction, but I am really looking forward to trying these. Then I have from this brand, I can't really pronounce it. Maybe you can teach me how to pronounce it. Is it McVitie's? These Tasties, which, what a name, what a concept. Talk about selling your product. These are, now, the pronunciation of this is either Bourbon creams or Bourbon creams. I'm honestly not really sure. I think the answer is Bourbon creams, which, if that's true, that's just so annoying. It's not your fault. I know it's not your fault, but that's really annoying. I mean, I'm pretty sure most Americans would pronounce this Bourbon creams, but whatever. That's what these are. So these are sandwich biscuits filled with chocolate flavor cream. Okay, so I guess then, are these, if you were to coat these in chocolate, that would make it a penguin bar, right? Is that the same thing? Okay, I think those are the same thing. Lastly, I have by far the most whimsical product in this episode. I have this from Walker's Toffee Duo. So this includes both the original creamy and the nutty Brazil, which, you know, I'm fairly confident I'm familiar with both of those flavors. It actually comes with its own mini hammer, which I just find fascinating. It says on the front here, it says whack, then unwrap and enjoy, which, I mean, you know, I've certainly done that before, so I'm sure I can figure this out. Tiny sweet shop in Longton, Stoke-on-Trent. During the 19th century, our great-grandfather Edward Joseph began making toffee for a handful of local customers. Using only the finest ingredients, he created a unique recipe which is still used today. Toffee prepared to this recipe has made Walker's a favorite for over 125 years. We consider it to be the best and hope you agree. Thankfully, though, there are instructions on the back of this, including images of how you're actually supposed to whack, then unwrap, and enjoy. So we'll get to that at the end. The Irish Tayto Worcester Sauce Crisps. Okay, I will say, overall, I have to admit, I prefer Tayto's crisps to Walker's, I think, generally. However, I'm not actually able to detect what flavor these are supposed to be. Like, I'm not really getting a distinct flavor from these. It does not taste bad, which doesn't taste like too much of anything. It's kind of just like general seasoning here. I would expect, if this is indeed Worcestershire sauce, I would expect the impact to be a little bit more than this. This is kind of tame. It's not bad, it's very mild flavor here. Tasty's Bourbon creams. Okay, I like the stamp on it. Okay, I know what you're gonna say. You have to eat these with tea. You have to eat these with tea. I know. However, I will say I definitely prefer the penguin bar to these. The flavor is just much better there. They're a bit more moist and have a little bit just, I don't know, there's more texture difference there. These are a bit plain and are a bit dry. They're perfectly good. I just would definitely go for the penguin over these bourbon creams. And the Walker's Toffee Duo. Okay, so let's open it up and see what we're supposed to do here. All right. I think I should try both of them, right? Okay. Breaking your toffee. So step 1, take the toffee bar still in its wrapper and then turn it over. Okay. Place bar against your hand, strike with the flat end of the hammer. Then open the wrapper, pick your piece. The tray will retain the broken toffee. Okay. Oh, there is indeed a tray in here. Oh my goodness, this is very technical. Okay, flat end of the hammer. Was that too violent? I don't know. Okay. Was that too violent for TikTok? I don't want to get... Okay. So now it's still retained in the tray, so you can... That was the traditional creamy. This is the Nutty Brazil. I'm going to review both at the end. Okay. What am I going to do with this after filming this? What else would you use this for? Actually, don't answer that. So of the two of these, I do prefer the Nutty Brazil. Surprise, surprise. Just because I think the texture is a bit more interesting, it's a little bit more flavor. But both of these are perfectly good. If I were to compare this to most American toffee I had, I would say the difference is that I think the flavor here is better and richer and a little stronger. But I will say the American toffee I've had is a little bit easier to eat. It's a little softer and there's just more give to it. This is incredibly difficult to chew, which I know it's toffee and that's what it's supposed to be, but like, this really took some doing, some work of the jaw muscles to get through this. So, I don't know, you're all are probably gonna say maybe I just need to suck on it more, but that's what you guys always say, isn't it? Thank you very much for your recommendations. Please do look for me elsewhere, and I will see you next time.